Hi guys, so today I am going to be talking to you about changing your mindset in terms of food. I think that definitely before you try and know what foods you should and shouldn't be eating, you need to kind of change your opinion of it, if that makes sense. Before I go right into it though, if you haven't kind of watched this series from the beginning, I am going to link you to the very first video right now, and then once that finishes there's a link to go to the second one, and then you'll come to this one. So if you want to click here right now, you can do that, but don't worry because it'll open up in a new window and you can get straight back here. So what I actually mean by changing your mindset towards food is, if you've ever kind of binged on food. Now I actually got a message from someone on Facebook, like I'm not going to mention her name because that's not fair, but she was saying to me how she's constantly binging on junk food, on chocolate, on crisps, basically all of the yummy stuff, which I think we are all a little bit guilty of, especially having it in excess of what we should be having. So as some of you may know, I used to actually live with someone, and instead of cooking, it would be takeaways when it wasn't my turn to cook, basically. And a lot of the time, if shopping wasn't done and takeaways were bought instead, there were no kind of ingredients to make healthy dinners. So about literally 5 times a week, it would be junk food, it would be McDonald's, it would be rarely KFC, but I actually quite like KFC. There would be Chip Shop, was a massive favourite because it was literally around the corner, and I couldn't understand wanting to eat takeaways all the time. I mean, I did get fed up of eating so much crap. I used to get chocolate and that from work, and then on the way home eat it, hide it so I didn't have to share it. That's how bad it is. Like, I hate sharing chocolate or anything nice. I hate it. I'd rather just keep it to myself. What I'm trying to say is that it's really easy to get into eating all of this yummy food, and kind of, it's not that you don't feel bad about it, because I'm sure consciously you know that you're doing it, however you just kind of let yourself do it anyway. I know I've been there, like I completely understand and sympathise with anyone who's sort of going through it, and I really do feel like my mum's going through it too, so I'm trying to coach her to get out of this stupid routine of eating so much rubbish. An example is actually my mum sent me an email this morning. You might have seen it on my Facebook like page. She actually said that she went to Asda to go and get some Slimmer soups, I think they are, I don't know, I never tried them. And they didn't have any, so she came out with 2 packs of Oreos, jammy Dodgers, which are biscuits, and some other chocolate stuff, as well as a chocolate fudge cake for pudding tonight. And she also said that she wasn't even hungry, so God knows how she managed that one. Enough about my mum. So yeah, it's really easy to get into the routine, and it's much harder to get out of it. You need to kind of think about why it is you're eating the food in the first place. A lot of the time it's not because you're hungry, it's because you're bored, you're sad, you're depressed, you're getting over someone, you're upset, you don't really care if you put weight on. It can be a number of reasons, and sometimes you can not even realise that you're even eating. I've done it before. I've gone to the fridge without really thinking about it, just open the fridge door, had to look in it, be like, oh, there's a toffee crisp, take out a toffee crisp, go and sit down, eat it while I'm watching telly, and then I'm like, oh, I don't even remember eating that. Or like, I'll go back to the fridge later and be like, oh, where the hell's my toffee crisp gone? And I'm like, I don't remember eating it. And like, you don't realise you're consuming it. That might just be me and my bad memory, because I have a very bad memory for stuff like that. A lot of the time I can't remember whether I've had dinner or not, or what I've had for dinner. I'm a bit useless like that. But yeah, it's definitely important to kind of listen to your body. If you're hungry, eat. Like today, I was up 4 hours and I hadn't felt hungry, and I don't know whether it's because I might be like coming down with something, but I didn't eat until I felt hungry, and that's the best thing to do. Obviously just have your fluids, like I had cups of tea, but didn't actually eat until I was hungry. A mistake a lot of people can make is actually just getting up, having breakfast even when you don't want it, sort of just so you're ready for the day. I mean, I used to do that a lot, but I used to eat the wrong type of food. That's next week's video though. Okay, vegetables and fruit are your friends. Okay, cravings is a massive one if you are a chocoholic or like sweet things. You know, you have dinner and then you just want something sweet. That I'm like that. Now, fruit is your best friend at this point. Now, it may not sound exciting, it may not sound interesting. If you do take an interest in your food, the way it's presented, trust me, the whole thing becomes so much more fun. So I actually Instagram a lot of my food that I make. But if you do make it fun, you enjoy it a lot more. So I really enjoy making nice food and making it look pretty. But yeah, in terms of something sweet, you could always have a banana, grapes, strawberries, blueberries, anything like that that's just kind of nice, and it doesn't really matter how much you have either. Fruit's also really good if you just want a snack or if you're bored of eating. Like grapes is a perfect thing to eat if you're bored of eating, or even if you're watching a film. That's what I do. It's just such an easy way and kind of changes how your mind thinks about what it wants. I think it's really important to actually watch what is going on your plate. You need to make sure there is some kind of veg on your plate. Now, if someone else does the cooking, obviously it's a little bit harder. But I went through a time of just eating pizza, or the next night having chicken nuggets and chips, or cheese and beans on toast, or, you know, all of like the nice stuff, but there's actually hardly anything nutritional in any of that. Even what I do, because if I can't be bothered to cook veg, I just put a salad on the side of my dinner. Now, years ago, if you'd have told me I'd be eating salad, I'd have told you to fuck off, because I had such a vision of salad just being like, it's so boring. It's not food, it's rabbit food. I love it. It's quite nice, especially the one at Pizza Hut, but I don't usually go there for a salad, but so yeah, try and get some kind of vegetable, or even what I try and aim to do is get some form of colour on your plate, because often the food that's not really that good for you isn't that colourful, really. So if you just aim to get colour on, it looks nicer, and you'll find that your body's getting a lot healthier without you even realising it. If you have a craving for something bad, something yummy, do not bother fighting the craving. I mean, if it's constant all day every day, then you need to seriously sort yourself out, because that's not right, that's not healthy, and that's not going to do you any good in the long term. I can sometimes sit there and be like, oh, fancy a toffee crisp. I do like toffee crisps. Or, oh, I just fancy some chocolate. And I know there's some in the fridge, and I'm sitting there thinking, I shouldn't really eat it because I've eaten really well today, but I want it. And I sat there for 10 minutes and I kept thinking about this toffee crisp. I kept thinking about the smell of it and how nice it'd be to eat it. So I went to the fridge, sat back down with this toffee crisp, put toffee crisp on the side, and I stared at it for like 5 minutes, and I was thinking, no, you're not going to have rule over my life, and I'm not going to eat you. I don't need to eat you, I want you. And this is all going through my head. And then I eventually just ate it, and I really enjoyed it. And I think it's okay, like, if you actually really want it, not if you're just bored. Like, I did really enjoy it, and I hadn't had chocolate for a very long time. I used to eat chocolate several times a day, and now I only have it probably a couple of times a week. I know I referred to nice food as bad food, but it's actually not that bad for you if it's eaten in moderation. Now, for me, this took quite a while. Moderation with food is really important, and I think that it actually takes you quite a while to sort of get into a routine and realise how much you should be eating. I remember watching a programme, and you know, like the size of a side plate, we just call them little plates, and then you've got your dinner plate, the ones that are about that big. Apparently you should be able to fit your dinner on there, which I guess would be true, but I mean, if you just have like your normal size dinner plate, have some form of meat if you're, you know, eat meat, some kind of maybe potatoes, and then just fill the rest of it with veg, which is what I try to do, get as much veg on there as possible. And then when I'm eating it, I eat the veg first, so that if I do get too full and leave anything, I've eaten the healthier stuff, if that makes sense. That's the way I do it. Now, I don't want people to think that you can't ever eat anything nice, because as I did say, if you do want something, just eat it. Just try and have some form of control. Now, I know willpower is really, really hard, and I think, to be honest, it comes quite easily to me, whereas actually whilst trying to help my mum not eat all this bad food, I realised that for some people it doesn't actually come to them that easy. So an incentive is always a really, really good way. So definitely, I think I mentioned this in the last video, if you do the food shopping, don't put the bad food in the trolley, then you won't buy it and then you won't eat it. Do not go shopping when you're hungry, because that just goes horribly wrong. You put all of this yummy crap stuff, junk food, in the trolley, and then you get home and you're like, oh shit, I've got no food. Like proper food. In terms of gaining willpower, I'm not entirely sure how to advise you on that. The incentive, maybe if there's like a celebrity that you look up to that's, you know, proper healthy, and I was going to say fit, but that's kind of the wrong sort of thing, like, you know, that's got the perfect body, let's do it like that. If you look up to someone with that good body, maybe use them as your inspiration and you try and sort of look like them. Obviously you're never going to look exactly like them, because you wouldn't want to look like them anyway, but that's always something to inspire you. Maybe you can be like, right, before Christmas I'm going to be this and this weight. But if you are setting weight goals, do it realistically. We always used to aim for a loss of £2 a week, if you can do it, but that's like proper sticking to a diet. But I mean, it's achievable. You could even, I don't know if you've seen on the old Galaxy advert, this girl stuck like notes everywhere, like when she was trying to find this Galaxy chocolate, blah blah blah. Well, you could stick notes on the nice food that other people in your house eat and just be like, no, on a diet for bikini body. I don't know, maybe you're going on holiday and you want to lose the weight, that's fine. But yeah, it's so important to get the right mindset. And I hope that my points kind of come across. I feel like it might not have really been as explained as I really want to, but I don't quite know how to do it. I'm struggling today. I really do hope it helps. Food isn't a bad thing, but it also needs to not be the centre of your life, because it's not. It's really not. Like, food just needs to keep you alive, I guess, and you know, it's to enjoy but not to overindulge in, otherwise you won't be happy in the long term, certainly not. Over the next couple of videos I'm going to be showing you sort of, I want to do like a day in the life thing where you can see everything that I eat on a normal day. We haven't done the food shopping yet, so I don't quite know when that's going to be done. Probably after the end of the month, which is payday. So we'll do the food shopping and then I'll do the day in the life thing. I have also signed up to GRAZE box. I don't know if anyone knows what that is. I think it's like a UK thing, and it's like a healthy snack box that comes through your letterbox. Now the first one is completely free, and if you do want a free one or whatever, I have a code for it, which I will put here now, and it's only valid for 4 people, so if you are going to do it as quick as possible, I guess. I might actually do a separate video on the GRAZE box, if not it will be included in one of these videos. I think next week it might be the kind of food that you need to be eating, or shouldn't eat, or I don't know. No, I'm not going to do it like that actually. I'm going to do the food that I eat and that I don't eat, or I choose not to eat but I like, all of that kind of stuff, because I don't really want to try and make up some kind of diet plan when I'm not really in a position to do that, because it's just based on my experiences. Yeah, okay. I'll just do it through my my intake, my food and my choices, I guess. So as always, if there's anything that you want me to discuss or maybe that I missed out, or even if you just want to give someone a tip, just leave it in the comments below, and hopefully we can all help each other. Like, I do read them all anyway, so maybe that will help someone or start someone's diet off, you never know. Don't forget, links to my Facebook, Instagram and Tumblr are down below. Pictures of my weight loss or body, that sounds a little bit wrong, but pictures of that are on my Facebook like page, so if you want to come over, they'll be on there in their own little album. Yeah, apart from that, I hope you're having a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!